I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world.
Hi everyone, welcome. And in today's video, we're going to be making dry shampoo. Did you know that you don't have to wash your hair every day? Well, now you do. And in today's video, we're going to be showing you our homemade recipe. Okay?
So to start out with, the ingredients you need for this is arrowroot powder. Got ours on Amazon. If you have darker hair, you want some cocoa powder just for the color of it so that it blends well with your hair. So her hair is a little bit lighter than mine. So I'm going to make this one for her, so we're not going to use as much cocoa powder as what I did for the blend that I have. The oils that you're going to use for that are lavender, rosemary, and peppermint. So all really great oils for the hair. Definitely going to help with the health of your hair. Lavender and rosemary are really good for growth for hair, so if you have a little bit thinner hair, it can help you out in that way too. On my Facebook page, My Essential Balance, I do have a recipe for a hair growth spray on there if you're interested in something like that. So now we're going to go ahead and just show you how to make dry shampoo.
You're also going to need 1 tablespoon, 1/4 of a cup, something to stir with that's a little, and then a brush that you can apply it on your hair.
So any old makeup brush you have that you don't use anymore would be perfect. It just makes it a little bit easier to apply. You can also get a little container that has maybe like a shaker top with holes in it, and then you could just shake it on. I tried that, and I just felt like a little bit too much came out that way, so I switched to using an old makeup brush, and we'll show you how to do that. So Miranda's going to go ahead and get the 4th cup of arrowroot powder. And you can use like a little mixer or a food processor to mix everything up if you want to. You would just pulse it a little bit. We're just going to put it in the bowl and kind of mix it up that way. Since we're not using that much cocoa powder, it'll be okay. Might get a little bit messy, but that's all right. And you can use the spoon to help if you want. So you just do your 1/4 cup of that.
Looks like flour.
And then you're going to get your cocoa powder. And like I said, this is just more for color purposes and blending it with your hair. So you can kind of base that on how light or how dark your hair is. We're just going to do like, I would do maybe 1/2 of a tablespoon for yours because your hair's pretty light.
Okay.
That's fine. You can just put a little bit in.
Okay, that would be enough.
And then we'll kind of stir it up and see what we think of the color. And keep that open just in case we want to add more.
Okay.
I think you should probably add a little bit more.
Okay.
Just to get it a little bit of color in there. We are making a mess. You might not be as messy as we are when you make it. So like I said, for her, we're just doing probably like 1/2 teaspoon, maybe, or 1/2 tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon in there.
I didn't know it was this messy.
And then you're going to go ahead and do 2 drops each of the lavender, rosemary, and peppermint.
Some of these come out really fast, so you just have to like carefully tip it, and there should come out.
So you just do it a little bit slow. Put the right lids back on the right ones. And then you just stir it up again. And again, if you have like a little blender or a little food processor, again, you could just put everything into there and pulse it a few times just to kind of mix everything up. For the sake of doing this, we're just stirring it up in the bowl, which is going to be just as good.
Should look like that.
So then when you go to use it, all you're going to do is just get your little container out. And you want to keep it in a glass jar just because it helps the oils. So you'll just dab your makeup brush in there. And you want to definitely make sure you tap off the excess because there can be a lot and you don't want to get too much on there. And we both just washed our hair today, so that doesn't help. I usually will go, well, during quarantine, I've been probably like 5 or 6 days without washing my hair. She usually goes maybe like 3 or 4.
I mean, not
Maybe.
even that. I wash my hair like every time.
She washes her hair a lot. But you want to just tap it off real good, and then you would just dab it on your hair and along your roots, your part, along the sides, wherever you feel like it's kind of getting a little bit greasy. And then you can just use the same brush, and I just blend it. Just blend it in, and then I'll go through and brush my hair. Works really great to absorb the grease, and like I said, these are amazing oils for the health of your hair. We actually use lavender. When we do wash our hair, we'll put a couple drops of lavender right in our shampoo when we wash our hair. And it's just a nice way. We both had kind of a dry scalp this winter, so it definitely helped just to kind of soothe that, and just again for great health of your hair.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys like the video, comment if you have any questions.
And smash that subscribe button.